My name is Tony. I'm the founder and CEO of Moustache Republic. Moustache Republic is a digital agency with a laser focus on e-commerce across New Zealand and Australia. We want to get back onto the cadence that we had in the past, and that's where we engaged Sheila and really get back to the having the pace that we had as a business. There are many tools that made a significant impact, but I'll name scorecard, the rock, and the meeting pause be my top three. The scorecards give everybody a bit of common goal, from a metrics perspective, knowing what to look at, and we all look at the most important thing for the business, and quickly get an understanding, okay, are we on track, are we off track? What you're looking for is someone that has got the industry experience, but of course, they're very much familiar with US, and then Sheila sort of combined the two with the twist of her personality. So essentially, you also need someone, when it comes to facilitation, you need someone that's strong, right? You need someone that can control the room. And I've got to say that she has done an amazing job when it comes to US, giving us the coaching of the framework, being able to relate back to the problem that we're experiencing right now, and also her confidence, respectful, but also confident personality, making sure everybody not got caught up in the details, but step back and talk about overall business high-level strategies. Make sure that when we, spending too long really chasing goals, and make sure that we pull us back and use her own experience to explain to us how other people do it or how she's been doing it and what kind of result that she's been getting in the past, so that we can together as a team sort of come back and focus on the root cause of the problem, and then focus on the high level picture. Sheila is absolutely confident and very experienced. Her personality is absolutely amazing. She's funny, and I believe everybody's gonna have experience working with her. I think that the biggest thing that US does for us and any other business is alignment. And I think that term alignment could be really underestimated in a lot of time, because people think, we all know what we're doing, but at the same time, when you have a business of our size, it's actually a really difficult thing, because we have our priorities, our own goals. Having a leadership team being aligned, let alone the entire company being aligned, is actually a big challenge. So the biggest thing of the EOS framework is that giving that structure, giving the tools to make sure that you help your team getting aligned and making sure that everybody knows the goal. For them to truly understand what it is, I reckon they should read a book, Get a Grip. That's how I started, understand what EOS is about and what it can do for our business before I look for a coach and actually get onto implementing the platform. Visionary has always sounded like a really funny word for me to say, but I guess I am, the EOS framework, I'm the visionary for the business. Before EOS, I started taking on both roles, right? As the founder of the company, you think you have to do everything, you have to take everything on yourself. You're the vision, but you're also the doer, you're also the one that putting everything together. Just thinking there's no way out, there's no alternative options, but the reality is that you are naturally good at something, and as a result, you're naturally not good at something else. And for me personally, I'm very good at strategic thinking, coming up with ideas. In the past, I've sort of, I got ideas, and I struggle with the execution part. I struggle with the, getting people sort of together and making sure everybody knows exactly what to do to achieve that goal and seeing things come through. Now, with the framework of EOS, it not only give you the permission to do what you do, it also tells you and actually give you a framework to say that it's actually the best that you just focus on what you do and let someone else who's naturally fill the gap for you to do what you're naturally not good at. So yeah, the integrated framework does a great job for us as a company, so that I can really laser focus on what I'm good at, and let our team and our integrator who's naturally good at organization, good at execution, operation, to shine in her own way. To me, that was one of the biggest moments, one of the most significant impact on our business, or my personal life as well, adopting that kind of framework.